Hi, this is the Ashley Kryn, and this is just an addendum to the last video that I uploaded. Go check it out. Like and sub. Wink, wink. Actually, don't like, but don't sub. I do this shit on the dirty, but I want to talk quite briefly about the patriarchy. So, sorry, I'm just checking the time signature. I want to make this a short video. I wasn't even going to make this video. But I want to talk about the patriarchy. See, if I had children, knock on wood, if I had a daughter, I would want to name her Anne Elizabeth. And that's one word. And I'm not going to give out the spelling because it's a copyrighted character. And I would tell her when she was, I don't know, depending on her maturity level, maybe 5th grade, 6th grade, I'd have the real sit down, as her father slash mother. And I would talk about the patriarchy. Because, sorry, hold on. People make a lot of hay about social justice warriors and third wave feminists. And, I'm a feminist. And, I would describe myself as, it's in the morning or afternoon or whatever the fuck time it is. So, I'm a little scatterbrained, but what I was saying is I'm a classical feminist, is how I would describe myself. I believe that men and women should be equal. And yes, men and women, and this is what I would see, this is, going into my point, is yes, men have subjugated women. But what I would say to Anne Elizabeth, my hypothetical daughter, is not all men are bad, first of all. And second of all, you shouldn't be chained to a sort of authoritarian view of, misandry. And see, misandry, that's a word that a lot of people don't know. But check the method. So a lot of people know what misogyny means. And I'll explain what it means. So misogyny, misogyny, and I'm saying that phonetically. It's like Latin roots or some shit like that. So it means, miso means hatred of, or mis. The mis prefix means hatred. So misanthropy, which I've been accused of myself, means the hatred of people. So misogyny means the hatred of women. Now, most men who were labeled as misogynists That's a misnomer. But there's also misandry. And that's sort of the flip side of that coin of misogyny. So misandry means the hatred of men. And I have known some misandrists. I've actually written characters about them. You know, everything that men does is stupid, and men are, you know, it's sort of like feminist supremacists, if you will. In colloquial terms, what they call man haters. But what I'm saying is, you know, it's not that women have a reason to hate men, because they have all sorts of reasons to hate men. But we need to look past it. We, as men, women, and otherwise, you know, because we're all people. We're all just a bunch of monkeys spinning on a rock in space. And we can do this together. See, and this is what I say, because this is something I sort of agree with when it comes to the traditionalists, like Ben Shapiro and Milo Yiannopoulos and people like them. Is men and women have definite differences. It's biological. And, you know, with Jordan Peterson, you know, he talks about the differences between men and women, and he talks about postmodernism, which, how much time I got? Fuck, I don't got enough minutes. Maybe I'll make another video about this, but postmodernism is the idea that anything can be anything. And there's no such thing as a wrong interpretation. But if I was a postmodern leftist, then why would I say I'm a woman? Why would I say I'm female? And the reasoning is that there's a biological reason to believe that. Because the way I see it is I have a female brain in a male body. And that's actually supported by science. Now, it's you know, transgender people are an outlier statistically speaking. We fall on the edge of the bell curve. But we exist. And I think that, you know, the current statistic is less than 1%, but I'd say we might push 1, 2, 3%. You know, if you're not counting gender fluidity. But that's what I would tell Anne Elizabeth.